everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love, and today I'm going to make my make-ahead breakfast sandwiches. So it's going to be eggs, bacon, pepperoni, cheese, and then I'm putting them on both. I have the English muffins and the bagels. Now the bagels are going to take a while, so is the bacon, so I got to cook a pound of bacon. Also, before I cook the bacon, I'm going to cut it into thirds, just because the muffins and the bagels are a little bit smaller than I would need for a whole piece of bacon. Also, my pepperoni slices, I got the small ones, kind of like the size for making pizzas with, only because they were on today for half price, and so it was just a little bit, I don't know, I think it worked out to about almost the same price, but just the other ones were, I'd have to cut them anyway, so I thought, well, I can use a couple small ones just because I want to make a lot of these. I've got about 70 or so eggs to use up. And then I also have like Swiss cheese and regular cheese, cheese slices. So first thing I'm going to do is just get my bagels started. I'll do the bacon in a minute too, but I like to kind of toast my bagels. Now these ones here, I got to get the bagels used up. These ones were in my deep freeze, so these ones have to get used up now. And I love using the more stale type baking for these type of breakfast sandwiches. My bagel slicer here. I don't know where the knife is that actually came with this bagel slicer. So I'm just trying to use my bread knife, and it just doesn't want to work as good today. I'm gonna have to find my actual knife that goes with this, but I love it because it does help me to cut the bagel in half a little bit neater. And obviously when I'm trying to cut the bagel, I'm not gonna slice my finger, and the bagel is not gonna be sliding around too much. This is going to take a while because I've got 3 packs of bagels, so I've got 18 bagels to cut and get the bacon started. So I will be back when I've got these sliced, because this is going to take me a few minutes to do the slicing the bagels. I don't know why. It just doesn't want to work. I'm just going to take the bagel out of the slicer for a second and just see. There. And then I'm just putting my bagel onto the little pan here, and I'm just going to kind of slightly toast the bagels in the oven. So I'll be back when I get the bagels toasted, or mostly toasted, and I got the bacon cooked. Okay, welcome back. My bacon is cooked. My cheese slices I'll unwrap in a minute. I'm doing my bagels first, so I have 22 bagels. I had a couple that I had to throw out. I think they were just kind of freezer burnt. But when I do my big batch cooking like this, I like my little egg things. I got this one here. I know it's really for making omelets, and then I have this little ones here. But I just wash them, and I'm just trying to get them all put together. And if you just don't line those things up, and they just don't want to open or close. I don't know, just can't seem to get this. I'll just set that one aside and I'll figure it out in a minute. So I'm just gonna do my eggs quickly. Didn't even grab a bowl to put my eggshells in. Okay, that's better. I can now have a container to put my eggshells in. So what am I doing? I'm doing the wrong way. Eggshells in there, eggs in here. Except I just put them in the wrong ones. My dog is after the bacon because she can smell it. these in the wrong. Just gonna do that. And flip these over. There we go. I'm just gonna cook my eggs in the microwave. Fast. I think I can cook. I know I've got a few more of these little egg cup ones because I had 4 of them. So that way I can make each of my kids, 2 eggs for breakfast in like 3 minutes. But I could only find 2 of them today. So put 2 eggs in there and 2 eggs in there. I'll put them in the microwave for about, I'll start with 1.5 minutes and see how well they look like they're cooking. I find sometimes they take a little longer. Now I know this one here is really the omelet pan, but because I'm making the bagels, it's okay to make some of the white part a little bit bigger. So I'm just gonna put 2 eggs in each one of these. Okay, that's the top, that's the bottom. Shells cook with the eggs. And this last one, there we go. So I will probably get all these in. So this looks like I can cook 10 eggs in 3 minutes. So I'll set the timer when I get them in here for 3 minutes. So I'll be back and I'll let you know how long it took to cook the eggs, and then I can start assembling all the breakfast sandwiches. Okay, so now I've got everything here in front of me ready to assemble. So first thing is I do wrap it in a little bit of parchment. Take just a little square piece of parchment paper, lay it down, and then on top of the parchment paper, don't want it to roll away, I do put in a piece of paper towel. So I'm just going to grab my bagel here. So I kind of layer it backwards. So this is the top of the bagel. Oh, that's not the top of the bagel. But some of them got a little bit burned. It's okay. Top of the bagel. And then I add the cheese. It kind of prevents everything from going through the hole. And then I'm going to add some bacon on top of here. And then I will add 1 of the eggs. And I just gotta grab a spoon. Forgot to grab that. Just gonna scoop the egg out. Because I'm making it upside down, I'm just gonna set the egg upside down. And the other bit of the other half of the bagel. And then I just wrap it up. Sometimes I can get this to wrap a little bit nicer than other days. So those days when you're just paper itself just doesn't want to cooperate and fold around the sandwich. There we go. Like that. Now it's wrapped, and then I don't know where I put them, but when I get them wrapped, I put them back in the bags that the bagels had come in. Just set that aside. I will label them. Usually, I may not today just because I'm making so many today. But for now, I think maybe I'm just gonna not worry about the parchment paper. I'm just going to make it right on here. So I'll do it like that. Do a regular cheese slice and the egg. Now I'll add some of these, the little pepperoni instead. So I'll just do a couple pieces of the pepperoni. And then there. Well, that one is done. So I'm just going to continue to cook my eggs and assemble these, and I'll be back when I get more done. Just starting, just trying to get the rhythm of everything cooking and making everything. But once I get into a good rhythm, I can goes a lot faster. Now as for these ones where I cook the eggs like this, I would just cut it in half and you get a good size, still get a good size egg. I prefer the round ones. I can only find 2 of them today. I found these ones, so I just want to get these all made. So I will be back as I get more made, and I might kind of change kind of like what I'm doing, but this is basically what I'm doing. These are my make ahead freezer breakfast sandwiches. Okay, so this is taking me a lot longer than I thought it was going to do. My microwave stopped for a while. I had to let it completely cool down, so I had to take a break from doing this. My phone died, so I had to stop and get that charged. So I hope my phone has enough battery power to finish these up. It is now like 6:15 in the evening. I had started making these, I think it was about 3:30. So you can just tell how long it's taking to do this. But these are my last 12 to make, so I'm doing the English muffins now. I did all my bagels, and now I'm doing my English muffins. I remember when I used to do these a lot, I had my kids would help me, so we had like an assembly line going along. It really saves time if you can do this with more than just yourself. So I got my eggs cooked in the microwave. I ran out of bacon, so whatever ones have bacon, have bacon. The rest of these are gonna now just have the pepperoni slices. Now I prefer, especially making the English muffins, I love to make the eggs in this pan, or these little ones here for the, when I'm making it for the bagels, because I get a little bit larger, piece of egg. But for the English muffins, I prefer the little round egg cookers. But I'm just using which egg cooking things I have near the end here. So some of these, just put 2 in a thing. I mean, it still works. It's still just a nice chunk of egg in your sandwich, but it's, a size like, you can block out the sun, I don't know, like that. That works so much better on the bagel than it does on the English muffin. But it's okay, it's still just an egg on each sandwich. Makes it very quick, easy breakfast. If you just want to take all the time to do all the prep work. I'm missing 4, 5. Okay, what did I do? I have another egg. I thought I made 40. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I've got an extra egg here. I'm not gonna complain. I thought I made, that one broke in half. I had 40 eggs. I thought I had 40 bagels and muffins here. This one, just break this egg just so I can get more of it right there. Okay, I don't know. Am I missing? Unless I actually made one and forgot to put an egg on one of the sandwiches. I've done that before, making big batch cooking. You're just going so fast, and then at the end you've got something left over. If I did, I did. I'm just gonna put 4 of these little things here. Can't even grasp them. Like I said, it was very quick and easy. I mean, it makes it a very quick, easy breakfast. Just put them in the freezer, then just a few minutes in the microwave, probably like 2.5 to 3.5 minutes, depending on how big or thick they are. Like, so I think the bagels, of course, take longer than the little English muffins. I prefer the other lunch meat things, but this is what I could find. So this is what I'm going to use. And then I've got them all sitting on a paper towel to warm up. And then I'm wrapping them in, I'm using parchment and wax paper. You can also use tin foil. I think I've used all of them for these. They work good. I just prefer to let my kids know whatever the wrapping is around doesn't go in the microwave. That's why I have them with the paper towel, because the paper towel can go in the microwave. I think maybe parchment might be able to, or some of the baking stuff might be microwave safe, but I wasn't gonna risk it, so that's what I told my kids. You know, I'll wrap it in the paper towel, and then that for sure can go in the microwave. Stuff here, and I also took the time to cut out a whole bunch of these sheets just so I could save myself time when everything was just, especially when the microwave was not working. So I'm just gonna take my English muffin, wrap it in the wax paper now. And quickly wrap it, kind of like you would any type of a sandwich. And then I put them back into the baggies that everything had come, you know, the muffins, the bagels had originally come in. Just think it just saves space in the freezer, you know, then they can sit upright and everybody knows exactly what's in there. Sometimes I will label what kind of ingredients, because I've had some very picky kids of mine in the past, and they won't eat certain things, you know, they won't eat meat, or they won't eat certain types of cheese. But my daughter, she said she didn't care. I said she kind of likes the idea that it could just be a surprise. It's just a breakfast, and what you get, you get. That makes it so much easier for me. Otherwise, I would have the Sharpie and I would be labeling and watching where everything was going. I didn't do it on these ones, but I have in the past put a little bit of butter or mayonnaise. I have my butter sitting here. I completely forgot to put a little bit of butter on the bagels or muffins when I put them in the oven, just to kind of toast them up fast. But mine were coming straight from the freezer, so I mean, I usually do that more if they're fresh, because when they're in the freezer, everything's frozen, so I just trying to do the butter just kind of makes a bigger mess. I'll do 2 more in this bag. Sometimes I'll put like the breakfast sausage in these. I didn't have any of the breakfast sausage today. Sometimes I've even done it where I have made them with peppers, like sliced peppers. So I'll cook the eggs in the peppers. I'll cook the eggs and the bacon in a little pan in the oven. I've done that too. Just then everything is really nice that way. Kind of adds a little more ingredients to your food, but I'm just doing the basic ones for today. So I had 40 eggs. I have to do a recount here and see how many sandwiches I have made, because I thought I had 40 things to make. last two to wrap up. And then I will do a quick count of how many I actually made. So I've got 18 made on the English muffins. And then I'll just find all my little bread clips and put them all back on here. They're on the counter somewhere. And then these ones and these ones. So this one I got 12, 6, yeah, because I think 2 of these were only packs of 5. So 22. So that's how many I made. I got 22 bagels and 18 English muffin breakfast sandwiches. Like I said, so these bags are, they're inside, the bagel bags are inside out. Just because these are those everything bagels and the poppy seed bagels, and so they were frozen and the topping stuff all was inside, so I flipped them inside out to clean them just so it was a little bit nicer. I'll put these in my freezer. So I got 4 bags of bagels and 3 bags of the English muffins. Maybe that's why there's an extra egg, because these bagels were only packs of 5 and I counted everything at packs of 6. So I got 7 bags of breakfast sandwiches. Okay, sorry, just can't reach my camera at that angle. Okay, again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channel and watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next ones. Bye.